you can tell that I haven't done a lot of this for a long time. I have so much uh, intros because throughout my life, a lot of people have gifted me intros, links, so I never know which one to put to impress who. But guys, it's an honor today. I advertised all week. I'm giddy about it. Um, Bernard, we started. No, I didn't start with him. He started way before with Ray. I used to join them on the channels. These guys, to me, are legends because they are the ones who brought me on. If you look at Patrick, I was with Bernard and Ray, very good people. Ray, always in classes. They were such a great partnership.
I've got new ones now. I look more like Harry Hill now, I think, than I've ever done. So,
how is the new shirt?
You know Harry Hill. You know Harry Hill.
No.
I think any UK watchers will know who I'm talking about. Anyway.
Governor Mike. No. So, Bernard, I'll give you the time to introduce yourself because some of the people were saying, "Is that the Bernard from this?" They're asking. I was like, "Yeah, that's him." I don't know if you still do. I still watch your city content, but I think you're more focused on movies majority of the time, which I love because I'm a film junkie myself. I had a channel, didn't go far because I didn't have time, but I used to work in the cinema, by the way, as a general manager. So I love your movie content. But go ahead, Bernard. Your link is in the description. You can follow him, but he'll introduce himself so you can know. Because I know most of you people will say you're gonna be here at 3 to watch this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I first started doing vlogs back in 2019, and I did do board games. I did a lot of board game reviews, so I've got a lot of people interested in that. And obviously, I don't do much of that now, so I've got a lot of subscribers who don't obviously interested in City. They're not interested in film and TV. So yeah, so that's how I started. And of course, I did film reviews. And yeah, I mean, I used to, back in 1988, when old Peter Swales was in charge, I did have discussions with the commercial guys at the time, starting a magazine for City in the late 80s, and it was called the Citizen magazine. So obviously I've sort of kept, if you ever see my original logo was back from 1988. Of course, Mr. Swales put a stop to that. I didn't get to do the magazine. He said I could do a fanzine, which obviously was popular at the time. King of the Kid Packs had just come out, but it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something like, I'd done fanzines. I'd done computer fanzines for years. I published my own. I was selling about 30,000, 40,000 a month, computer magazines. So fanzines and magazines. So I wanted to go that next level. So I sort of knocked it on the head and went back just to being a supporter as normal. And I thought when I started my vlogs, obviously, why not Citizen? Why I'm doing film stuff? Why don't I just start doing my City stuff as well? And of course,
the
combination is good. Like that, yeah. I mean, it's something I love doing. So it's like and I always try and do a vlog magazine with City. I always call them, like different things. History, of course. I love history. It's a bit dry. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I get people who subscribe, and then of course they're just subscribing because I'm a City fan rather than actually watching all my history stuff, but because it can be quite dry. I try and make it a bit entertaining, of course, but yeah, so that's how I did it, really. I started with my films, and I thought, sod it, I'll do a City thing. But I was a bit late to the party, really. Even in 2019, you had people like Esteemed Company who'd been doing stuff like
for so long.
Ray and is it Andy? Andy used to work with Ray, so all those guys.
I remember it was the whole gang. But you started, I remember, 2019, same time as me, because Ray introduced us the same time. I think I came the same time. But what I like about you is your consistency, because, my God, it's not easy, but you've been consistent. Obviously, there's a few things that have blocked you, but at least you put up. I've noticed your style is different from everyone, all of us. You've got your own lane. You talk about a player in a certain way, talk about certain things in a certain way. I think that's what makes you more interesting. Because people, if you've noticed, they have grown tired of match previews and post-match. It's become, I still do it, but it's sort of diluted. But this is Bernard. As I said, go to his channel. His links are down there. He's going to answer a lot. Bernard is also a straight shooter. I don't know if it's Ray was more straight shooter. Ray told me that. Ask me anything. I will. So Bernard, what are your thoughts of last year? Pep Guardiola has left us. What?
Well, just quickly, I've just noticed 93-20 asking whether it was Mel Machin or Peter Reid. It was a little bit before Peter Reid, yeah. It was all the Mel Machin era and, of course, Howard Kendall all around that time before Peter Reid actually followed Howard Kendall, didn't he? So, yeah, it was back in the Machin days and the Swales days, of course. The happy days of Manchester City, which a lot of people who probably listen to your channel, Patrick, perhaps don't remember too much about the late 80s, yourself included. You were a spring chick. You were, you're just a spring chicken then.
I remember I wanted to do a history show. That's before 3 years ago. I found somebody, but it's sort of, I said, I would love to sit with somebody weekly to educate us on how City was, everything, because there's a lot of history. And to be honest, most of the new YouTubers will get caught out on channels because some panels will start hammering at you saying, okay, main road, what happened? We have to know. And you're like, so we have to know.
We'll get back to Pep. Let's get back to Pep. Let's talk modern times and Pep. I mean, he was pretty crap the last couple of years, mate, wasn't he?
I got so much hate when I said, I joked. I said Pep out. It wasn't negative. I was trying to say he's done enough for us. I think the marriage thing caused issues. I think just time to go.
We never kicked on. We never kicked on from the treble, did we? Let's be honest about it with Pep. There were reasons for that. Of course, he tried to stick by his guys, and obviously some of them let him down. It's as simple as that. And of course, the last 18 months, we've been buying players that aren't really Pep players, because I think they've been preparing for the new, a new regime. So they've actually got guys that are not particularly.
Somebody said that. Somebody told me that.
I think so. I think since, if you go back to the January, not this season, the last season before, when we were doing pretty crap, weren't we? Let's be honest about it. We were struggling. I mean, the club started to panic. Are we going to get in Europe and all this sort of thing? And we started buying players, that Pep probably wouldn't buy. And of course, we had confirmation of that in the summer when he brought in Donnarumma. That Donnarumma he's not a Pep goalkeeper by any stretch of the imagination.
A superstar.
People are arguing now over Trafford and Donnarumma, and Trafford was promised to be number one and all this sort of thing. Pep wouldn't have done that anyway. But the thing is, he wasn't going to be number one because Edison was expected to stay for that year. So there was going to be a transition between Edison and Trafford. That was the plan. And obviously, once Donnarumma became available, Trafford would become number two to him rather than number two to Edison, which is what we'd planned. So Pep's had a lot of things very un-Pep-like, I think, the last 18 months to 2 years. Once we'd done that treble, he knew he couldn't perhaps rely on the guys he thought he could to get another season out of them at least. And I think we've been preparing the way. I wasn't surprised when he cut his contract a year early. I mean, I predicted he was leaving about 6 years ago, so that's how much I know. I used to do a bet watch back in 2020, was it? I used to sort of watch his body language. I used to say he's on his way and all this.
So you retire, you told him, you are like, he's going to have to leave. But it's fair because he never stays for long. But what you say, Bernard, this is what I was trying to explain to you when I was labeled negative and blackball. I was like, Pep out was never an offensive thing. I just said he needs rest. He's done so much for us. You could tell the man is like, look at Maresca.
The same way Rodri, we've got the same problem with Rodri now. He's done his bit. He's done it. He's obviously been injury prone really for the last couple of years on and off. And it's a similar sort of situation where you just get to the stage where he's probably going to be better elsewhere, and we need to get what we can as a club. It's for me, a lot of fans. I'm Manchester City first, players and managers second. Players and managers come and go. We stick around. I've been going since 1966. I mean, we stick here and we're with the club, good and bad. So yeah, I mean, whatever's benefit to the club. If Rodri wants to go and Real Madrid actually make a half decent bid, then yeah, I think we should do it because it's not the future. We've got to look to the future now. And I've always raved over Gonzalez for a couple of years. I've been slagging Pep off for not playing Gonzalez enough, and then when he does play him, if he doesn't quite hit it, he gets the blame, and yet Pep's wasn't playing him and stuff like that. So how the hell can he get used to what's going on if you're not going to play him? But you know, and he used to throw players under the bus all the time. For me, he used to expect far too much of players when he hadn't. You know, certain players like Aki could do it. Aki could just step in when he wanted and help. You know, because he's that sort of, he'd been there long enough, he knew what to do. But players like Gonzalez, who need time, you can't just expect that.
They need rhythm. And I told people that without rhythm, it doesn't work. Because you know what? Every fan, when you talk about Gonzalez, they blame him for Everton. But wasn't he? He was playing well. He was putting the code, and he was brought in for that game. That's unfair. Like today, did you see the interview by Semenyo? He says, I was instructed to stay wide, track back, and do less dribbling. That's why you saw me dribbling against Inter.
Well, did you watch that? Did you watch the game the other day, the Inter Milan game?
I did. And guess what I said?
I forgot it was Semenyo. I thought it was Doku at one stage because of the way he was dribbling. I thought, what the hell's going on? This isn't Semenyo that I know. The Semenyo I know always needed a bit of room to run into. He needs to use his strength, his physicality. And all of a sudden, I just thought it was Doku in disguise. I just thought, where's this left winger coming from? It was up, and that's perhaps a new manager element. The fact he's got him doing different things on the training pitch, stuff like this. And what I did enjoy as well about the Inter Milan game is, well, of course, we've sort of got off Pep a little bit, haven't we? But
go ahead.
Pep didn't change much, did he? Pep probably wouldn't change that too much. But Maresca seemed to. All right, Milan made changes at half time. But it looks as though Maresca had changed tactics. Now, how often did we want Pep to do that? And he left it to about the last 20 minutes before he would. So
I hated that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you know, and obviously we'll talk about, I mean, Mikadi was absolutely outstanding. But, of course, we have to forgive the fact that it's Inter Milan, it's a friendly game, etc., etc. But it certainly wouldn't have done him any harm. But whether we mention Savvy or not, I don't know.
What's your thoughts?
Exactly the same to me. He looked promising, he looked great, but then there's no final product. But that's been Savvy. So again, get 60 million off Spurs for him and bite their hands off.
It's quiet though. It's been quiet. They seem to.
Well, I mean, nothing's happening. Apart from Anderson, there's nothing happening, is there? And they say,
Boadi has agreed. I think there's a report. There's a report.
For Forest and Anderson. I saw him playing for England, obviously, in the World Cup. I thought he had a couple of good games.
I can be honest with you.
Yeah, he had a couple of good games, and
I was against it.
I never watched Forest apart from when he scored against us a year. Was it last year? The year before?
He did. Incredible goal.
So I remember that because I've been doing back previews on players for last season. So it keeps cropping up on me paperwork when I'm doing I've got all the old papers and stuff. So he keeps appearing every time. You know, oh, I know him. so that's quite good. But apart from him, that's it, isn't it? At the moment,
I didn't like him at first. I was like, okay, what's special? Then I made an apology video. I see why they want him.
Well, he's got to replace Bernie, mate, haven't we? We've got to replace Bernardo. I'm not saying Anderson will replace Bernardo, but you need those legs, don't you? And at least he's got legs. I do want to see an enforcer still in that middle. I think we still need someone with a bit of oomph about him.
What type? What type are we looking for? Nico Gonzalez?
Yeah, we're not talking Nigel de Jong enforcer, but if we can get a combative guy. Now, I'm not, as you know, I don't bother with transfers and who's coming in. I don't know enough about European football to know if there's anyone out there to do it. as it is. But of course, Gonzalez, I think you would see the best of Gonzalez if you had someone more physical next to him in midfield, and I think that's what we need. People still talking right backs, of course. Nunes is good. I like Nunes. I've always liked him. I defended him from day one when he made his debut. Was it a couple of years ago against Wolves when he got absolutely dragged off at half time? But he'd had a great game for me. I was there at Molineux and he had a wonderful game. So I've always defended Nunes as well. He's a bit hit and miss. So I don't know. As I say, Anderson's an interesting addition. He's a lot of money, but that's the English tax, isn't it? That's what you have to pay for an English player.
You have to look at Rodgers. Look at France. You have to. You have no choice. What can you do?
Far too much. Well, that's just the name of the game. Unfortunately, we're ruining football again.
Do you bother with the amounts? Bother you?
Someone's saying Casido. He's been mentioned, hasn't he? And Bruno G, of course. I thought Bruno G was going to someone else.
He's going to Arsenal or something. Yeah, they bid 70. It was refused. Newcastle.
Yeah, Casido's a good shout. I mean, nothing wrong with Casido. He's a good shout as well.
We can get him out.
Yeah.
We can't get him out. That's impossible.
Kovacic, of course. I thought Kovacic was an interesting one. Of course, he got injured last season, didn't he?
He has to go. My one says he has to go. I can't. You want him to stay?
Okay.
Wait, you want him to stay?
Okay. Yeah.
No way. Bernard, you want Kovacic to stay? No.
Only. Well, it's like last year. I mean, the thing with Kovacic, don't forget, we lost him last year through injury. I think he would have done a better job last year. And I can't see Maresca wanting to keep him because, as I say, we've got to look to the future now, and he's just not. He's not there for the future, is he? So we have to be cruel.
Boadi, Anderson, Nico Gonzalez, Tejani.
I don't know with Ryan, does he? Again, against Milan, he does a couple of good things, and then he does a couple of things that make you hold your head in your hands. You know, and you think, what are you doing? He seems to be getting good positions, doesn't he? As well, he could score goals before he came to us. I did see he had a good goal scoring record where he was. All of a sudden, for us, he gets in those spots, gets in the right place, but he just can't seem to put it in the net. But I don't think we can give too long for Reinders. I mean, we need Phil Foden to come back this season better than he has been. Please, we're begging. I mean, the longer it goes on, if he doesn't start hitting the straps this season, I don't think there's, we give him a contract to 2031. But he's just got to work. He's got to work for Phil this season. It's going to be a pressurised season there, Patrick. I don't know what you think about our chances. I think we're going to be up and down. I think we're going to be up and down this season.
I'm not concerned with trophies. I'm not concerned. I just want to see something different. Because let's not forget, Pep Guardiola's first season, no trophy. 2 seasons, no trophy. We're still in a rebuild. New manager. But Phil Foden, I have noticed Maresca is all over him. Every picture, training. I think he knows that this is the key. Tijani, have you seen his stats? 0 crown jewels. Doesn't win.
Yeah, I mean, who'd buy him? That's a problem. Unless he went back to...
he's a number 10.
Italy.
He's a number 10. He's a number 10, and we force him to play DM.
Well, I think there's so many players, and you talk of the young Kusanovs, who I love, of course. Most City, we all love Kusanov. I mean, he had one of his lunges in, didn't he, against Milan on the touchline, but he had an okay World Cup, wasn't fantastic. But I don't think any City player or current, I think the best one was probably Anderson in the World Cup. I don't think any. I mean, Doku was poor in the World Cup.
Very bad.
Yeah, really. So Kusanov was okay. He was fine. Cherky is the interesting one because, of course, we all love Cherky as well. But we know towards the end of the season he wasn't quite in Pep's mind, was he, for doing things? So he's another one who's got to establish himself, whether he is a number 10, establish himself in that position this season. Hopefully, the fact he didn't get much time playing for France, that'll give him a kick up the arse to come and do the business for Maresca.
Yeah,
but only
he has to.
Only time will tell, of course, with those players who've not returned yet. We don't know how they're going to play under Maresca.
He has to, though, because if he doesn't, he will sit on the bench and then he'll start sobbing. Because somebody, I keep saying this, somebody, if it's Tijani, Javeri, Foden, whoever, Cherki, somebody has to grab the number 10 shirt. It's missing somebody. And it's not about
if you go back to my days with Cherki, you're talking a Matt Letitia sort of character. You're talking a sort of Glenn Hoddle sort of character who, he's not going to do it all the time, but you need those little bits of magic. And it's last year we didn't really have that many players to provide those little bits of magic without KDB and the like. And Cherki was the guy we looked to, and perhaps put a little bit more pressure on than we should have done, because no one else, as you say, Tijani, etc., weren't stepping up. So all the pressure was on Cherki to actually do it. So I think as a team, we've got to be far more supportive to each other this season as well. I saw last season there was too much pressure put on certain players, and of course the pressure of Pep. I think towards the end of the season, everyone knew Pep was going, and I think the players we didn't down tools, did we? We didn't down tools, but I mean to win 2 cups was quite an achievement. At one stage I thought we'd win the title, but you go to. I think we lost the title. I went to Burnley for the game, where we went top.
We should have beaten Burnley.
I think we lost it that night, because even though it put us top, if we demolished Burnley, I think it's psychologically up there. It would have damaged Arsenal. But the fact we scraped through against Burnley, and I think Arsenal had 2 home games following that, and it just gave them the impetus to go on and win it. And we just weren't good enough at places like Everton. We just weren't good enough.
And then let's not forget, I keep telling people, and I'm going to ask you, do you think if it was not Pep Guardiola, if it was not John Stones, if it was not Silva, that last game, Everton, Aston Villa, would that have clap in hands? Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Yeah. That was just. It was a nice day, wasn't it? But of course, it was. Even if we'd beat Bournemouth, even if it hadn't have been. It wouldn't have really mattered. It's still in Arsenal's hands, but I mean, it would have given us something, wouldn't it? It would have still put that little bit of pressure. I think Arsenal might have snapped, but as I said, I think Arsenal were galvanised after we beat Burnley, but I think that galvanised Arsenal to go on and win the league. Maresca's got a big job to do. He's obviously got big boots to fill, hasn't he? We know that anyway.
Yeah, he does.
And of course, how much? Yeah, people are saying he's coming for 2 or 3 years until Company comes back. That's what everyone's saying, of course, until Vinny returns. The prodigal son returns. So it's a hell of a job. It is a hell of a job, and I just hope the City fans give him a chance and give the players a chance. I think we should be competing, but I do think it'll be. And I think at Chelsea, I think Maresca was a little bit up and down. I think they had good runs, and then they dropped off a little bit. Yeah, then he struggles. So
I was told he struggles against.
He had a big squad there. He had about 60 players at Chelsea to pick from. So that was never going to be easy, was it? So we'll see. No one can follow Pep, of course. But I call this season one after Guardiola. Now this is in my little things. I put 1 AG now, so officially it's season 1 after Guardiola. So next year it'll be 2 AG and 3 AG, etc. Like you do with Jesus, Jesus, 1 AD, 2 AD. I'm going to carry on that, and that's respectful, I believe. I did check that it was okay to do that, and the Google AI said I was fine. As long as Google AI say it's okay, go for it.
That's funny, man. It's like Google AI told me it's good. You can use it. Somebody says, "Bang on, Bernard." So okay. Before we close up, I want to ask you: do you do lives? Because I always watch your stuff later.
Say again, sorry.
On your channel, I always watch your stuff later. Do you go live still? Do you still do live?
Later. Like, what do you mean?
No,
Record? I don't do any
no, no,
live
no,
stuff.
no. Yeah, because I always watch your stuff. It's always like recorded. So I was like, does he go live? I was like, no. But
No, no. Yeah, I mean, I did some live stuff when I first started off, and it was okay. I didn't get loads of views, as I say, but it's committing yourself. You know what it's like, Patrick. You have to. I like to commit to things. If I can't give people consistency, I don't like doing things. I do a little podcast with Mike Bolt from the Blue. I don't know if you've ever tuned into that.
I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, Mike Long. Ray used to be on it, of course, but back in the day, and like Walter Smith used to be on it in the old days. On this,
Where's Water?
yeah,
I remember Water.
Bolt from the Blue. So we do that, but of course we had loads of technical hitches at the end of last season. So I think I recorded 4 towards the end of the season. None of them got published because we had lots of trouble with StreamYard and podcast, and we couldn't. So it sort of fell off a cliff. But you know that's a thing I do with
game.
Mike. That's good. Of course, that again goes out 80. But yeah, I don't do live stuff. I mean, I leave that to the guys who like doing live stuff and the panel shows and the watch-alongs. I don't do watch-alongs because I'm at the games, so I can't do the watch-alongs. I do obviously the other away game I can't get to. I like to focus. I couldn't be bothered checking what people are saying while I'm watching City. Like at the game, like my son's with me. He stands next to me on my left. And when the game's on, he chats to the guy next to him because I'm just totally focused on what's going on the pitch, and I don't like chatting. So I just on air I do, but when I'm watching City, I just like to be quiet and groan and moan on my own. But
my co-host,
there's always a City vlog every day, whether it's history. I'm doing a lot of look backs last season, you know, at the players, how they did last season. I did part 1 of the 3-part Kusanov has come out today.
Go check that out.
Parts. Yeah, so
my co-host says your shirt looks great. That's my co-host.
I did get hacked actually on X about 3 months ago, so I lost all my big account on X. So I'm on my backup account now, which is the movie one. But
I was wondering.
So I got hacked about 3 months ago on Bernard Deneen, which had 17,000 followers on there. So I lost all that. I checked at the time, tried to get it back, but I just lost hope with it. I just thought I can't be bothered with this. It's too stressful. So I didn't. I just let it go. And so I'm a bit wary now. People keep asking me to vote on these certain things on Google and stuff, and I say, sorry, mate, I'm not risking going over to different sites because, you know, I've already been hacked and stuff like that. So YouTube's the best because that's quite reliable. Of course, YouTube.
Yeah, you can.
Security is good on YouTube. I have a good thing with YouTube, and I always check my stuff on there. But I'm on all the things, all the TikTok and all that. But as I say, Facebook's probably the bigger one as well. But yeah, once bitten, mate. If you do get hacked, I don't know if you've ever been hacked one of your accounts, but
I did. I reported. Yeah. I got hacked.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
10 months ago. Yeah, so that's his YouTube. That's his YouTube account.
Yeah, you tend to find there's a City vlog every day, history or modern. Of course, I did reports on the Inter Milan game, and of course the film's probably not as much now. I've had to sort of drop a couple of things because of personal circumstances, so I perhaps don't do as much film stuff now, but I'm still doing all the football stuff, so I'll still keep on top of my City stuff, even though the film stuff has sort of took a bit more of a backseat. But it's City that I love more than film. I love films, but I love City more. So that's just time constraints, really.
It says it has got the feeling like Chelsea model, having a big squad, young side. Nah, he says he's going to select a few youngsters. That's Maresca. We'll see.
Well, Pep was never good at that, was he? Pep was never good at getting the youngsters on. I mean, I know we had obviously the exceptions to the rule, but hey, listen, I don't expect McAdoo to be playing week in, week out, but I'd love to see him stick around as a squad player. He's certainly, for me, I mean, Oscar Bob impressed me when I first saw Oscar Bob, but McAdoo...
Now he's gone. Oscar Bob is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. McAdoo, I think, looks far more energetic, a bit more livelier than Oscar Bob ever did. So he'd probably get loaned out or something. But I mean, I'd love to see him stay and have a little cameos.
I hope he doesn't because we've lost a lot of. We got him from Chelsea, by the way. That's where we got him from. And we've lost a lot of stars who I believe. Look, I don't blame it. We had KDBs, David Silvers. It's not easy, Mares, for you to get into the squad. But some of the talent we've given away, it's sad to see because they've become something else elsewhere. But I showed you his socials at the bottom. I've listed them. Go follow Bernard. There you go, people. I introduced you to somebody from the past. Hopefully, I get to work with Bernard again if he's got time. He has a lot on his hands. But go check on his channel. Learn history. Let's go learn our history. Kelkster, my co-host. Let's go.
Kells, yeah, you got all the L's, haven't you? You've got Daps who finish with an S. You've got Kells who finishes with an S. I thought you call me Charles. That'll be that because Charles is my proper name, which causes confusion because obviously Bernard's my middle name, but obviously everyone knows me as Bernard. So Bernard,
okay, Charles, Daps. There you go. I have taking people.
I see Kells on. I love listening to Kells. She's very entertaining. No one can get a word in when Kells is on. When Kells is on, I think she's fantastic. So I'm glad to see she's on now.
Combative. She's combative. She's very combative, very strong, very strong. She was. I was telling her about you and Ray, how you guys were promoting the women's side, especially Ray, women's football before she started off. I was like, Ray was always in the women's football. You should meet him. He'll give you, there you go. Oh, thanks, Bernard. I'll have to link up with Stream Center. I'll have to get you on again. Sorry, I woke up. It's America. We don't blame you.
Yeah.
You're in America.
Absolutely. In America. Well, all credit to you. I'm not into this. All these fans abroad, I love it. Anyone who supports City doesn't matter to me where they're from. It's as long as you love our club. And of course, you don't love a player and then come to our club. I don't see the point of that. I mean, you're Haaland fans. If Haaland goes somewhere, we're going to lose. Mares, for instance, of course, Ray used to get a lot of stick from Algerian fans. Of course, yeah. So that's I don't like that. I mean, obviously, I want fans to support City and stay with Pep fans. I mean, Pep's gone. Well, no doubt we've lost fans, but I mean that's not how it should be. You get your club, and it's your club for life, and that's how it should be. And certainly for people like Kells over in America, who has to get up at silly o'clock to watch games. I mean, all credit, and if she can get over to watch the proper game at some stage, fantastic.
Yeah, Ray and Nigerians, that fight never stopped.
I think Kel's got one of these coming on. Kel says she got the new top coming.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I ordered mine too. I like the black away kit.
I'd like to say I ordered it from the proper source and gave the money to the club, but bit expensive, mate. I usually buy all three, so I can't afford 200 quid every season. I'm retired.
Girls, did you buy yours from the store? Because girls, I know you pocket watch. She pocket watch.
The best one was, I know you want to get off, mate. Well, I remember buying one years ago when it was the white and maroon, the maroon collar. Was it about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And I ordered that from a certain source, and it came back as an orange. It came as an orange bloody thing. It was nothing like it, so I couldn't even get away with it. I couldn't wear it because it was nothing like it. At least this one's pretty good. It's even got the bees on. You can't see the bees, but the bees are on it as well. When I do my little vlogs, you can see the bees, but it's just a bit dark today. But it is nice. I've got the home one as well, of course. I bought the home one.
Please send me a link. Send me a link. I want it.
Third kit.
I want it too. Bernard, send me a plug because it looks good. So the bees are everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well, what I do at City, I do buy some kits off City, but I wait till the end of the season and buy, like T-shirts and stuff. And I just bought a load of stuff off Ginger Wigs, some shirts off gingerwig.com. Anthony Ginger Wigs. I don't know if you ever
I like him.
know what?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He sells
So I
some
bought
good
3 or
products.
4 of it. I bought a beach towel for my holiday when I go away in September. So I've got the city towel and 3 new shirts from there. So I do spend some money. I do spend legitimately some money sometimes, but yeah, we have to watch the pennies, don't we? We're not all football millionaires, are we? We can't, we might support millionaires, but we're not.
Yeah. I said, he bought a big towel. Bernard. He says, I bought a big towel. That's the best I can do. I would admit, yeah, she did. Did you order the cup? She came to England. She bought a few things from him. I think she collected. She gave him a very good review. Apparently, top-notch stuff. Go check him out, guys. He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's also in the
Just
comments.
governor said there's it got the bees on it. It has got the bees on it, but because of the lighting, they show up usually, but they're not showing up today.
Can I ask, what is the bee
So
for?
little bees on it.
I studied, but what's the bees about? There's the bees. You've got the other one that came out with the war.
Yeah.
It's about history. So the bee, I've seen the banana. I tried to study.
I've got bananas in the loft still. So, and I've got a Buzz Lightyear blow up that's about that big that we took to Wembley in 1999 with my lad, and he had a City shirt on, a Buzz Lightyear. So I've got that in the loft as well somewhere.
You see, Bernard is funny. He's now putting the top-notch jokes much easier when I was in the UK. Yeah, but it delivered to your hotel. Wow. That's good customer service. Anthony Ginger provide City unique merch. It's good merch. I like him. Yeah. I speak to him on Twitter.
Well, it's always nice to support fellow City fans, isn't it? Whether they're in business or I'm actually believe it. Now this is a totally different subject. I've been writing a book for about 30 years, Patrick, about a City fan all set in Manchester with special powers, shall we say? It's like a supernatural thriller. So I finally got to the stage where I'm getting it up to sort of hoping to publish it in a 2 or 3 months. So I'm hoping, obviously, I can push that as a City fan as well.
Throw me. I'll get a copy, and I will be talking about it here. Kelkster loves merch, as you can see. You see? I told you. She loves
a beer chalice. Is that a beer chalice? Is that what they call beer glasses in America? Beer chalice.
Yeah, beer chalice.
We call them pint pots or pint glasses. I think I know what you mean. Is it the Rodri one with got Rodri on it, like a
She got the glass with Rodri, and then I think she got a few other things. There's a question for you.
Yeah, so I did see one of your things the other day about unity and support. Support all the City guys, whether it's business or vlogs, whatever it is, podcasts, you name it.
I keep telling people that City content creators are funny. We don't unite, but yet we jump on the united panels. Doesn't make sense to me. We seem to be.
There are one or two who probably think they're far higher than these. They've got a bit above themselves. As an old guy like me, I try and be humble if I can. But I know there's one or two. But to be honest with you, all the ones I listen to, probably a dozen in total that I tune in occasionally, they're all great, all okay. There's one or two I wouldn't listen to if they come on, but generally they're okay.
I'm
not going to name names.
asking the title of your book. Governor says, has the book got a title?
The title of the book actually is it's currently going to change. I do have a working title, but it won't be the final title. It's Death Seer is what it's called at the moment. Death Seer.
So guys,
that's like a. It won't be that. I've got another name for it. It's just the one I've been, because I just started it 30 years ago. It's I've been stuck with it that long. So and I've also I've got a sequel planned. I've got a sequel. I've not even done this one yet. I've got a sequel planned, and I also wanted to do a City book, of course.
Bernard, you've been writing the book for 30
Yeah,
years.
I'll be well gone, mate, before I get these out. I'm too old now. I'm spreading myself very thinly, unfortunately. So I never learn.
Guys, 30 years and you've got a sequel out. Give us the first book. Like, come on, if you've got a sequel, get the
Well, I
first
used
book.
to write books as a kid, you know. I used to write a book and then let my English teacher mark it, and she must have been bored rigid. But hey, there you go. But no one encouraged me to write, so I sort of dropped up, became an accountant, which was bloody boring. So I mean, forget. Yeah,
Accountant is
yeah.
interesting.
I wish
And
I'd gone
interesting.
into sort of history teacher or journalism or something like that when I
What
was a
about a
kid. But
lawyer? What about a lawyer? Accountant law.
oh
I
no,
wanted to
no,
become
no,
a
no,
lawyer.
no! You don't get his free time, do you? As a lawyer, you know. And I'd still
I
be
want
worrying
to.
about this 115. If it was a lawyer, I wouldn't know what to do.
My dad said, I'm not paying for that. It will take you years. So you didn't pay for it. He says, find something else. So tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, well, basically, as I said, because I try and stay clear, everything's usually under Bernard Dineen. That's me, you know, Bernard Dineen, Dinnn. Because if you put that into Google, all these different bits and pieces come up: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and everything.
Wait.
The only thing
You're
on
on
X is
TikTok. You're on
an
TikTok.
X, of course. Because on X, because I lost me thing, it's of course
Yeah.
nostalgia_movie on X, but everywhere else, YouTube, Blue Sky, Facebook, it's all Bernard Dineen. So if you put them in the searches, it comes up and finds me. So that's the easiest way to do it.
You see, guys. And then when the book comes out before the sequel.
Well, I did get offered a deal a few years back when I was doing
Did
it,
you?
but it was one of these silly things where you had to pay a fortune to get. So yeah, oh, this is a great book. This give us 600 quid, I'll publish it.
I hate that. I've seen that before. They're like, okay, if you want me to publish your book, good
Well,
morning.
apparently you can do it on Amazon. You can do it on Amazon now, can't you? They actually print it for you, so you
The
can put
voice.
your book on
Also do the
Amazon,
voice.
download it, they'll print it and sell it for you.
Do the voiceover. The
Yeah.
voiceover.
Well, I always fancy doing like just a YouTube, do a chapter at a time on YouTube. You know, obviously on YouTube, just Bernard's book. If it comes to that, I'll do it that way, and then at least it's out there. People can at least listen to it on audio rather than read it, which is always.
Somebody say,
Most of my book now I use Audible. I usually listen rather than read books now because I don't get a lot of time. So if I'm walking to the post office, I just stick my earphones in and listen to a book, which I find is far easier than trying to read a book. I last about 5 minutes and fall asleep at night. So it's one way of getting through.
that's funny. That is funny. You know what, Bernard? At this rate, the audience are gonna say, bring him back for part 2 because they are loving you. I think.
Well, we'll have to get together, mate. Yeah, we've not even touched on lots of things, obviously. When this season gets going, mate, and we're 12th in the league after about 10 games, we'll obviously we'll have a few things to say, won't we?
I know. That's when people are going to be losing it.
I try and be honest. I mean, like on Ray's channel, on my own channel, I try and have a laugh. But if I don't agree with something, I'll say it. I mean, there's certain things I'd like to say about Pep and thank him for his service, but I'm not so. I wasn't totally sold on everything he did. He's wonderful, great years. He could have done better, mate. He could have done better for me, but that's another talk, isn't it?
I think personally, I said he owed us more than one Champions League. That's what I said.
I think he knows himself. I think probably we might have had to give up a Carabao Cup or two or an FA Cup, but yeah, I think definitely he should have won at least 2 Champions League, if not 3.
Yeah. So, guys, that was the interview. Bernard, go find him. As I said, Kilster, learn your history. Go and watch Bernard's channel. Learn your history. I told you, you're going to find it exciting. She woke up just to watch you because I told her you're going to find it very interesting. Anyway, thank you very much, Bernard. It's been a pleasure. And
it's been a pleasure, mate. It's great to see you. Great to see you, and all the best to you, mate.
I will be here, as that song says. I will survive. I don't know. I just
Don't start singing. God, you'll ever,
you see, I just got
you
my
will lose
voice.
your voice again if you
I
start
know,
singing.
I know. And it's in the. If you check the description, I put his Twitter and YouTube. Check the description.
Yeah, Jack. If you put my name in Bernard Dineen on Google, you'll find me at one of my little things, and all the links can go from there. So if you find me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram or what, Facebook,
TikTok.
etc.
TikTok. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's a man of all social media. I hate Instagram. Can't hack it. So
I'm a bloody pest. I mean, I'm always on social media. As I say, I've had my nose blooded a little bit losing my ex account, but I still put the stuff out. So I don't go unnoticed. I'm usually under the radar as far as people noticing me that much. But I'm more. But actually, strangely enough, I've got far more subscribers out of the UK than I have in the UK. But the poor sods have to watch me with subtitles, which is even worse for him, I suppose.
I remember, I know that we're cutting off, but I remember Ray had a big foreign from India. He had a very, very big foreign from India and America. Yeah, he's America.
Well, I'm a bit annoyed actually because Kusanov, you can't put stuff to Uzbekistan because they obviously don't have a YouTube thing over there. So I've had to send some stuff to Kazakhstan, is it something? Anyway, one of the countries. So I'm hoping a few will pick it up. There, but it's because obviously they love Kusanov, don't they, as we do? So
they do.
Yeah. So I've done part one of Kusanov today.
That's why he wins every player. If we put him up for the player of the month, he win it. They are with him. The whole nation, even Kelsto's like, he's not gonna lose. The whole nation is with him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I appreciate guys. Go subscribe. We'll be doing more content.
Wins tackles! Wonderful goal! It's a title winner! Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hit! Oh, that's electrifying! Hat-trick hunting, trick getting. Still the appetite is there for more.